You know how hard it's been for the Wolverine to get anybody to follow him all these years. Follow him anywhere. Even the X-Men, I can't coordinate to meet up at a mission, easily coordinate with the X-Men. But that's not the case with the FBI. The FBI, they're strong followers of Johnny. They are. So much so, they're like, he's going to be here this time. We're going to be there. We're going to follow him. And then we're going to pull him over. And then we're going to put him in jail. You know, I wish the X-Men followers were that on point, that legit, you know, for Jesus. Just like, bam, we'll be there. Bam, we'll be there. Yeah. Maybe we should recruit the FBI for the team. You guys want to be part of a new team? You know what I'm saying? There's no pay, but, you know, follow Jesus, you know, if you want to. It's kind of exciting to follow Jesus. It's kind of exciting, you know, going head to head with the police on the streets, you know, thinking you're going to get shot like Victor. It's exciting to follow Jesus. I kind of broke rank. I wasn't following Jesus totally right there. I admit it. At that time, I thought Jesus was just, you know, he was questionable. Jesus was questionable at that time. In my mind, he was questionable. I haven't verified everything with Jesus yet. His legitimacy in everything. Like, authority. Jesus' authority and loyalty. And his loyalty to his son, you know. I haven't tested everything with Jesus, you know. The big test is his authority. Because the Bible says, all authority comes from God. Oh, it does it? The authority just killed my neighbor. What do you say about that, God? The authority just bullied me on the streets and put me in jail. What do you say about that, God? And I got a big trial, you know, to see a jury. Come on, authority, I'm challenging you, God. You challenge authority, you're challenging God himself. You are. Because the Bible states all authority comes from God. And I'm challenging God, I guess, you know, as always. As I did as a boy, as I did up to this point, I'm challenging God in the authority arena. So, but anyways, that's not what this video is about. It's about my strongest followers, named the FBI. They're my strongest followers. I'm like, man, why should I have had them from the beginning? I should have done something crazy from the beginning, or pretended to get their attention. Man, every time God needed a mission, I'd be like, hey, FBI guys, I'm gonna be there. You be there too, because it's risky. The Wolverine will be there, so you be there too. So we'll have instant backup for God from the FBI. And maybe the police too, they're little wacky bulldogs. That's another thing I thought about. Like, the FBI makes the police do the dirty work. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you go and face off with this guy. Not us. Not us, the feds. Little police guys. You go and get them. Face off. That was messed up. I'm like, man, you know, the police should go on strike against the FBI. They should go on strike right now. We're like, we're not doing your dirty work anymore. You do it. You do it. So, it was messed up. I'm like, man, they make the police do all the dirty bulldog work. You know what I'm saying? Shooting kids down the street, you know. They make the police do it all. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up. You know. But anyways, I'm like, I wish all the followers of the channel were like the FBI. I mean, like, you be here at this time. I'm gonna be there at this time. You know, instant. You know, oh, I have a whole team right there. You know what I'm saying, for God's mission. You know what I'm saying? Man, they're on point. I wish my team was on point. It's not my team anymore. It's the Lord's team, but it's Gambit's team now. You know, Gambit is the leader of the field team. I'm not on the team anymore. Thank Man's not on the X-Men team anymore, thankfully. Just this rough, it was rough. Like me and Archangel were going head to head. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm like, see you later. You guys remember that? Archangel was like, I don't want to do the mission. You guys remember that? I'm out of here. If this is what you got, good, I'm out of here. For a team. But Gambit's legit. He's doing the mission by himself. He's legit, so nothing against Gambit. He's legit. As we know. He's more legit than the Wolverine, and that's saying something. He is. But anyways. At least someone on the X-Men's legit. For God. At least someone is through and through. Gambit is. At least somebody is. Bishop is too, but he's not part of this Hotgate's mission, as you know. Gambit's standing in for Bishop. But Bishop's legit for God too, but Bishop's doing his own mission for God now. Different than the Hotgate's mission, Bishop's legit for God. The Wolverine's just wild. The Wolverine's just wild. Just wild. So I'm the best distraction for the X-Men, ever, you know what I mean? Former X-Men, distracting people, distracting the big wigs, for the team. I can do it. Proving it. I'm proving I can distract them. CIA, bring it on. Bring on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm afraid of, is the Treadstone guys of the CIA. The assassins. That's who I'm afraid of. FBI's bigger brother, CIA. That's who I'm afraid of. The ones with some skills. Some training skills. You know what I'm saying? One guy had some skills. And that's all I'll say. One guy had some skills. I'm like, that guy's CIA level Treadstone guy. I'm like, man. But I do want to thank the police and the FBI for confirming that Adam isn't crazy at all. And I thank you guys for that. I'm not crazy, and I appreciate that. I passed like 3 tests that prove I'm not crazy. I'm like, they're like, they're watching you. I'm like, I know they're watching me. It's, I'm not crazy. I can see them watching me. You're being paranoid. No, I'm not being paranoid. I can see the FBI watching me out my window. And the police, what I'm saying? I'm not paranoid. I can see it with my own eyes. And it's been confirmed, what I'm saying? So I appreciate those guys for confirming what everybody was saying all these years. Adam, you're crazy. They confirmed I'm not crazy at all. Much appreciated. Thank you, guys. And that's all I want to say for this video. Thanks for being the strongest followers of the channel, JR's channel. Gambit's channel. I gave the channel to JR, but he lets me post on here. Much appreciated, friends. So, but anyways. But I'm like, I wish everybody was a strong follower of the channel, like the FBI. I wish everybody was, man. They're sharp. They're sharp. I'm like, you'll be here at this time. You'll be there at that time. We'll follow him. That's it. Put him in jail. I wish all the followers are like that. Could you imagine if everybody went to church like that? Everyone goes to church like that. Oh, yeah, he'll be at church at this time. We'll all be there, with our guns and stuff. They'll all get born again. You know what I'm saying? They'll all get born again because they're like, oh, he'll be here this time. We're going to get him. And then, and they're like, oh, there's this Jesus guy that wants to save us. Yes. The bad. Yep. The Wolverine tricked them into a church. That's the next thing. I'm going to trick them to go into a church. Because they don't go to church. Not Christian churches. I've never seen them there. Not really, But, it's pretty safe, No police or FBI are Christians. So, it is what it is, So, that's why they're afraid of the Bible. That's why they're afraid of Jesus and the Bible. because none of them are Christians. You know what I'm saying? So they see the Bible, they're like, get it off the Wolverine, get the Bible off him. We're afraid of it. Put it in evidence. Oh, that's heavy evidence. That's heavy evidence, the Bible. That's heavy evidence. Oh, man. Good luck with that one. So, anyway, he read 1 Corinthians this morning. But that's against the law. He read 1 Corinthians this morning. You know what I'm saying? That's how ridiculous they are. Anyway, that's all I want to say. That's what I thought about. I'm like, man, I wish I could coordinate the X-Men to be that on point. You know, just meet up with me like, bam, you know, follow me, bam, you know, just follow me that closely, you know. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's all I want to say, man. It's hard to get followers, but Wolverine has done it. Wolverine has done it. Right on my tailgate follower, like inches away from my tailgate follower. That's how close the followers they are of the Wolverine. Like, man, put him in jail. He has no weapons. He's not harming us, but put him in jail. We don't like him. That's what they did. But I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to it. Wolverine gets disrespected every day. I get spit on even by the Christians. I get spit on by everybody. You know what I mean? I'm just like Victor. I am. Just shoot him in the backyard. That's who the Wolverine is. You know, I just saw myself when I saw Victor laying on the grass. I saw myself. I'm like, that's me. That's how people see me. Just shoot him. Just shoot Adam. Yeah, so Adam understands you, Victor. He understands your plight. You know, they just want to shoot us just because in 13 seconds they just want to shoot us, you know, just for looking at them. Oh yeah, I'm just chilling in my backyard doing some stuff, you know, with the gardening. Oh, I'm about to get shot. You know, I have this sharp gardening tool. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Anyway, that's all I want to say for this video. Is to be thankful for your strongest followers of the channel. Yes, indeed.